the help that you've had to reach this big stage that you've reached. Looking up, and every day I'm looking up at the big pictures, the three pictures up there, and just see how they are shaping up. With even although I know that that's only what they're like in the minutes that they're there. But I'm looking forward to meeting them all, and certainly you now are a figure who I must get on so that I can see it all the days of my life.
Well, I'm very glad to be here and to be one of those people from the pictures to come see you. I'm sure the others will soon follow suit. We might be able to pop in and see you next weekend.
Okay.
We have to see how things pan out for the week. Alex and I are at university. We're studying photography.
Are you both in the same
Course,
year?
yeah, and course.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Yeah, so we're in the same year, same course, and we're really enjoying it. We're studying photography.
You're a cheat. You're a cheat. You're having to put up with all the awful things that really are. Just that if you don't have those things, if you don't have the that's what you really need, and the smile that goes with it. Actually, if it can be fun, if it can be built up.
Yeah, of course. No, it's amazing how being at Wootton yesterday was very refreshing and very nostalgic. Many memories there, and it looks just as good in autumn as it does in summer. Everywhere.
Does it? Oh, good. Good. The glass on the it is actually on it's on a it's not it's a main road in its way, but it's actually artificially in its own way, artificially in no, you do well to keep the standard of it, and that will shake people up if you always have the lights on. You'll be the hero of the whole place.
And the fire, of course.
And the fire, yes.
Yeah. I'm just going to get to my phone so I can put it away. It doesn't make a noise. Barbara, tell me, what's your favourite part about Wootton? Horseshoe House. What's your favourite part?
Oh, it couldn't be better. There's nothing better than that. As a provision of you can hardly beat this kind of world. I bet that you're hoping that the cottage or the house that you're living in now.
It's a small place.
It's small, is it?
Nothing on Horseshoe House.
Yeah, I did want you to have get him to build another house if it needs to be. You know, if you suddenly start finding that the 100's got to be 1,000, you know, that sort of thing. Do so.
We will. We live in modest accommodation and in complete jealousy of Wootton. And if there's somebody turning hundreds into hundreds of thousands in terms of a property, it's Uncle Tim with Pigeon's Piece next door.
Really?
Well, it's bigger. It's much bigger.
It's Pigeon's
Pigeon's Piece.
Pigeon's Piece, yes.
The next door house.
The next door house.
Go up.
That's as now. It's still there, and it's standing as Pigeons Peak. Oh, wow, marvellous!
They've built an extension, so it's bigger, and they have a very nice Uncle Tim-like kitchen, and it's very nice, stylish, modern, and it's very, very nice, but nothing on quaint Horseshoe House. Horseshoe House, before you bought Horseshoe House was a pub, am I right?
No, I don't think so. Was it the pub? Actually, Horseshoe House, was it actually up already then as the... Well, it was Horseshoe House, and that's the same as really the address that was...
New College.
No, these are. I don't think these have New College in them.
No.
I'm sorry. They don't.
No.
They don't. But they are. I think New College has been. Really.
That photo on the wall. Can we give them that one? Yeah.
Yes, from left to right. The whole thing from left to right, and it's the. That's exactly. This is the highest way up the road for anybody arriving at the door down here. You're familiar with, or not necessarily familiar, but you recognise this as it is.
Do you know where your study was?
Well, we were everywhere in it. That's not really how I think I'll go. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't like to say that I was always going in, or as much as I could going in up the stairs, you know, to go to there are, I don't know, they I don't know whether they have everybody living in this house now. It's big.
It's huge. It's huge. You could accommodate the whole Hans family and the Clark family with the Smart family next door and you and Granny all in Horseshoe House and Pigeons Peace. It was a huge house. It's a huge house. Lots of fun. Jubilee Meadow.
Ah, yes, Jubilee Meadow. That's. I think it finally, or it already has that. The meadow name as what it's called for when it's empty.
And the Wendy House.
No, the Wendy House is one I can't remember where that is.
That's out of shot. That's just the house though. Do you remember where the garden was from here?
Round the back.
Round the back. So the Wendy House will be round the back.
Yes. Good.
What else do you remember about the house?
About the house. Very comfortable. I mean, it was. You know, the world lives. You wonder how the world lives. This is very good. It's a very, very comfortable place, really, in relative terms. How many people live in it now? Is it just the same?
Just the same.
Good. Then it probably will remain just the same.
Do you know where the dining? Can you point to me where the dining room is?
It's
Or the drawing room?
Well, as you see, there's the front door, our front door. Now, what room did you ask or name that? What was the last word you used?
The drawing room.
The drawing room. Yeah, no, that I think it was called the drawing room.
That's correct.
Anyway, it was a lovely place to live, and are any of our people settled there? Oh,
Settled.
good.
They love the Arga.
Good.
The large source of warmth.
Yes, my word.
They are. What about the rhubarb and the raspberries?
Oh yes, they're not forgotten. They are the rhubarb is well, it's in bits. It can't be altogether on the line doing this. You might have thought that it would. It might indeed sometime come like that. They'll have the whole thing as rhubarb. It could be. It might become a building that lasts forever, because indeed.
And the gooseberries?
You're tempting me. No, it's lovely. No, it's a grand place to live, and the space behind is enough for
A rugby game?
Yo-ho! Is it?
No, of course not. Of course not, but not far off. Not far off.
No, not far off, yes. Yes, well, anything could happen to that.
Of course.
Couldn't it?
And I remember playing rugby outside, and the huge tree.
Yes.
The tree, which had to be cut down. It's not in the picture.
It's not in the picture.
Let's see if we can find a picture of the garden. You know what? We'll flick through a photo album at some point as well. So we'll get a photo album out to begin with, but we'll come back to it. I just want to find a photo album, and we'll see if we can find a photo of that tree. But give me a minute.
Well, no, I wouldn't. For example, really make it marvellous to suggest that you can get it that longer thing, but when one realises that you already get the thing automatically by requirement, you know that the requirements are such that the site will remain.
See, look, I've just stumbled across a lot of photos of the garden, and look here. If we switch.
Thank you, darling. Yes.
Look here, the which one? This one here. Look, there's the garden. The tree is just to our left.
Just to our left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's keep going. Gore, you did a lot of construction work. Just gonna see if we can find an image of that tree. See, look, beautiful.
Yes.
Flowers.
Yes, there and beautiful flowers were accompanied by beautiful people. I'm thinking these were some of the members of the family, weren't they?
Can you? That's you, isn't it?
Is it, darling?
It is, yeah. And who's that?
Yes, that's the. Wait a minute, still the lady I've just been talking to. I think she's like that lady who I saw outside just now. It's in this sort of picture that one would see the everybody talking about something that they were about all to deal with and go about.
That's Granny.
That's you've said the name. I didn't actually get to saying Granny, but
No, don't worry, it's fine.
I've just been with Granny.
Really?
Or is it just somebody else? Well, I've been to. Certainly had the face the same way. It's a marvellous place to be going back to anyway, one way or the other. And there was always a lovely, at least one lovely lady in the ground. And then the lovely, the variety, you know. Yes.
Who's that? Recognise that? Who that is?
It's not me. Who
It's Jane. It's my mum.
It's
Jane.
Oh, great! I couldn't.
In her natural habitat.
It's amazing. Well, that's I hadn't seen her in my life before, and I probably only saw it on 1 or 2 days. In those occasions. This is why this kind of book is a wonderful book for reminding you of lots of things.
It looks like you moved in on a beautiful day. Look at all the flowers, and
Yes.
I remember the field next to the garden, Baba. Yeah, there was a horse roaming in it sometimes, and you used to mow it. You used to get the lawnmower. It was like a car. It was on 4 wheels lawnmower, and you could ride it, and you allowed us to ride it at some stages, and we'd be cutting the lawn at the same time.
Really?
Yes, yeah.
No, that rings a bell.
And it's on the way to Jubilee Meadow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jubilee Meadow is from here. It's round the back, going further down.
Do you remember we were just talking about the tree, the big tree, at the back of the garden?
Yes.
Yeah. It's up there, isn't it? It's behind the tree.
Yes.
Yeah. And look, let's go back a page, because these are some amazing photos. See, look, here's the 3 horseshoes.
Yes, that's very good. Very good, and actually, they are. They're all. This is what they're really like, and which is so they'd had one recent. What's the right word to say to it? think I half remember this being taken. This one. And I think, although it's not essential, but it can become in handy to have all the key points. You know, if 5 years later, this sort of thing might turn out to be more like yes, to be roofed.
Do you remember the Pontings, Barbara?
I remember the name Ponting. Yes.
Mm-hmm. They were your next door neighbours. Do you
Yeah.
remember?
Yes. No, I do remember the Pontings, and I think they still are around.
They are, yeah. I think so. I haven't been here enough to know whether they're still there, but I think they're there.
Yes.
Did you get on with the Pontings?
Oh yes.
Really?
Yes.
They were good people?
Yes, you had to talk straight, you know, to them, darling.
See, look, there's the Wendy house from behind. It's had it's
Yes.
a different colour now, Barbara.
The discoloration. Has
It's a different colour. No, it's had a new coat of paint.
Ah. Very good. If it's going to keep those legs. Is this little hat still there, Howard?
It's still there. The Wendy house is still there.
That's the Wendy house itself.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. You did a lot of construction work to it, Barbara. I mean, look at these. Where are we?
No, yes, it's true, darling. We did.
You did a lot of refurbishment to it. Let's keep going. There we go. These are nice photos, Barbara.
Yes, they definitely are, and I think that will help to keep the site one which everybody knows about, because I think these things might not last forever in shape or the details. What have we got? Little names like that, for instance, this one at the top. I wonder what the words say.
The Wall, Summer '96. See reverse of photo. But if we keep going, see, look at these tulips, Barbara.
Yes.
All these flowers.
Yes. No, we did have. I don't know who was actually doing it.
It was you, Barbara.
Well.
Do you remember Uncle Tim? Uncle Tim, he got a huge amount of tulips from work. Hi.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi.
ladies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
No.
Sorry.
Do
You
you,
can't step on that, can you?
do you remember Uncle Tim? He got a present from a work colleague of his.
Thank you.
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you.
He got a huge present from his work colleagues, and they were hundreds of tulips,
yes,
and you planted them.
I do remember that. I do remember there being a thing like that, and when that's done, and then it's 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years later, you have something that looks like that, which is very nice, and heavens above it, I see now how really they look enriched. If they're still carried out as the lawns in colour, that would be terrific. This is a lovely little thing.
The Wendy House, Baba.
That's the
Do you
one.
remember? Do you
Yeah.
remember the grandchildren playing in the Wendy House?
Yeah, everybody played in the Wendy House. Yes, we did.
So you used to be a gardener, or you used to be. You used
Well,
to like
yes,
gardening?
I certainly was. Now I'm saying, here comes the life of the college. Here's my wife. I think. I'm sure. Am I?
You're right. Do you remember her name?
Well, we married at that stage. I think we were already. So yes, this is Anne, my wife, and I think she looks like this, or she did. Is Anne no longer looking like this? If Anne is alive, I don't suppose she's alive now. Didn't keep up with that life, but I would have hoped she was still there. Actually, she's still there. Do we think?
She's still there.
Great. Oh, that's marvelous.
You took an awful lot of photos of the garden.
Yes,
Look, here's this is.
that's Horseshoe House.
Yeah, that's right. Oh no, wait, is it? No, it's not. That's the. Do you remember the Wootton store?
Is it?
That's
is
the
it-
parish church.
Is it? Am I wrong? Oh yes, I'm wrong. It says something head in something head. King's Head. King's Head. It might be. It's possibly King's Head. I think.
That's exactly how it is now. Autumnal leaves, sunny weather.
We should be taking you as a guest and you for you would like to see it. The sooner you see it in its held for time and unending. It would be just absolutely wonderful to consider that, and it's possible that it might have gone on and on and on and on and on. I can't really identify it, Dolly. Obviously, we can see that it's quite a large. But what is it for? This is thing really.
It's a fireplace.
Is it a fireplace?
It's the fire you will have lit.
Ah, you've got a brain, my boy. You've got a brain, my boy. I'm not your boy, by the way. You feel like my boy.
Do I?
Anyway, I think I can't believe that we've got such a beautiful garden for all of the families to have a knowledge of, and that it may turn out that if this still exists, it may forever exist. You know, these are the bigger plains, the bigger ground surfaces, and what's been done on it. And here's the house doors. I think that's the house back door, but I may be wrong. It's certainly got the back door, or a main door. And here this is all. make-up of the building, you know, the choice of stonework. Oh, these are lovely. Who's this fella? I wonder who that is.
Don't know, Barbara.
I'm not quite sure that it's me. I don't.
It's
think
you, Barbara. It's you. It's Barbara the elephant there. The rugby player. Lining up your next tackle.
Is it?
Mhm.
Is it? It was a rug. How did you come to make that the say so?
Well,
I
it's,
think he was joking about the rugby.
I know. Oh, I see.
I'm a scallywag.
Oh, I see.
It's you though. It's definitely you. That's the.
Well, I think would you like to put a pen and ink to it? It doesn't look, you know, to identify. No, perhaps one shouldn't be singling out that.
In the house, Baba, what was your favourite room?
Oh, the one of the house rooms. One of the house rooms. So it could be where.
Whoops.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Put it on the bed.
oh, you're all right, darling.
Yeah. It's okay.
Don't worry. I'll sort it. Carry on, Barbara.
Which one was it, Murray?
It was that one, but it's
It's
okay.
that one. It's fine. It's still
Oh,
together.
I see.
Sorry. Sorry
No,
about that.
don't worry about that.
So we,
I've
Alex.
forgotten your name now already.
Alex,
Alex.
pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Would you forgive me if I ask you how old you are?
I'm 21.
Oh, good. Oh,
How old did you think I was?
I did want to know that you had reached that age, or something around it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, we
well,
were just talking about which room you thought your favourite one was in the house.
really,
Which one would you say it was?
which room, as it were, for what purpose?
The one you spent the most time in.
Oh, I see that way. Well, I think it might go right back to the end. We'll see it quickly anyway. Just follow me. Because there's less growth on it. It's less developed. So we're asking what did it really look like when it was. Yeah. We were retiring from the scene at the time of those photographs. And they sure had grounds like that. And there were things that when something had gone wrong, and a fraction of the place had been set alight, is it?
I see the photos?
Yes, do.
Yeah. So this looks like it was when it was being built.
Yes, that's right.
You had the roof done, Baba.
Yes, quite late. And yes, it was our turn to do the roofing.
Can I see that photo again?
We love the house, Baba. I've got very many fond memories of that house.
I'm glad.
Being there yesterday, even the smallest of things, like the porridge,
Yes,
the Weetabix,
yes,
the wooden bowl that the sugar used to be in,
yes.
the glass door in the playroom.
Really, all these things.
All these little things
Oh,
that sort of
That
make up the house.
well, I think in a way that this will become. It might be taken away from us, but although that might be, that would be an indecent example. But I'm trying to think of the places which really are why to look at. It's distinguishing between just one field and another, but in fact they are wonderful pickies, and the roofs look good, and the flowers that are with them, it's absolutely marvellous to have them. And my eyes are just not quite good enough to read. And is it
Autumn.
autumn? Is it?
1999.
Oh, good. Autumn 1999. Interesting. Then, can we all agree the colour that is, as it were, retained, which we can't say we did. We planted these things. They grew. That's what just was placed thereafter, reached that stage after we'd been there for I think that's 1999. No, I can't. I read that. Could you have
So
a guess?
this says autumn, 1999.
Ah,
So you
yeah.
got the year right.
Gosh, I know. I was wondering what it would be.
You're never a person to get things wrong. We could always rely on you, Baba.
Really? When I get things wrong, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Well, I think I'm glad that it's lovely to have a guest as well as a special. He's really. I'm so glad it's you. Now, how many others of our family could it be? There's turning around to the blend. Well, they were living then, and it would have been in that year, and these are the chaps. Anyway, these are very nice people, every single child. And actually, it would be now that we've come to this stage, it will be very wonderful if it's you chaps who are still here in another it's already, we've been here something like, I think it's about 5 or 10 years.
We'll still be here, Barbara. We'll still be here.
No, it'd be great to see this when it's developed on its own, you know, because we weren't. I don't think we were able to get round everywhere. Although when you see this, that's the as it were, believe it or not, that's the front door and back door. It's not one that really is. No, it's, you know, beautiful, beautiful. But it's interesting to see the sort of things that nature itself does do. Sort of throws up a thing that looks like this, and there's yes, it's almost a hand built. Might be a wooden house, one way or the other, but this is a very lesser dwelling, but it keeps its time, I think. Would you like to transfer and put your?
Would you, me. I'll put it back.
Would you put it back down?
Yeah, of course.
That's, and if you can help to see round. Well, amazing. Actually, this tells you everything about it. Oh, what was it like? Oh, it never had anything else other than. Well, you just think it makes you wonder, because indeed even there is the little man is there.
Beautiful.
And moreover, it's just for the people. It's for everybody to have it. These are big trees. And they're saying everybody can use them. And who is that little boy, I wonder?
Have to ask Ed.
Let me have a look.
The students will be the only ones who will be able to say who this is.
I think that's Matthew, Barbara.
Is
That's
it?
Matthew.
Matthew?
Yeah. You know Matthew.
Oh, yes. Have you met Matthew, darling?
Matthew's my cousin.
Yes, well, this is...
One of the grandsons. He's one of the others.
Yes, he is. Yes, he's one of them. And the other, you can see already that he's dressed properly to and there's no showing off. It's really. And it's really almost you can feel you're really going right through the garden and through the fields. The work's still getting done, and what sort of material is being used? No, it's still basically there's most of a gardener's building. It doesn't insist on it being the city centre. And now we're coming now to the bits that really are the things that one is very, very, at least for me, this is the entry point I'd love to show to the today's people. I bet it's all there. That. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but it's a lovely thing to see that has survived.
Mm.
And the especially when it's being shown off as it should be, not be as it not be. You know, it was. We all did work to the sides by hand. The time, and if we've not seen everything by now, we can always say, here are its oldest thing is, it might be 19, no, I'll take it this,
I think that's
2000, 2000
Mhm.
here, well, you know, that's almost an important thing to settle, isn't it? And I bet they like it still. And is time running out?
Sorry?
Is time
no, we're good.
time running
No,
out?
no, of course not. Do you need to go to the loo?
No.
No, good.
No. And in the garden, going when we were down before, we'd worked our way down through our gardening area and time of that, which is different from, you know, all of this, and it is a good thing to see both. You get a clue on what things might be done to the shape of it, and I'm really at the finish now. I don't know whether you can read it, darling, yourself.
I actually can't read that.
Let me look.
Yeah, Cecile? Is it I think it's a name, maybe?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's the plant barber. Is it Cecile or Cecile?
Cecile.
Cecile.
And that meaning doesn't have any meaning for you and me now, but at the time it must have been the person's going to, well, no, it was already purchased. It's rounding off.
Do you want me to help you there?
Yes, yes, please, darling.
There we go.
Oh, absolutely lovely things. That just they are. Would you like to quote the actual?
Summer 2000. I want to say Albertine, but I'm not sure.
No, Albert.
I think, again, it's the name of the plant.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Yes.
But I don't know the name of the plant.
No, that says Albertine. I think that's probably an Albertine plant, but I don't know anything about gardening, so.
No. Anyway, one way or the other, we know how each other, scientifically, And then here we are. We're saying just about at the time that we might be leaving the house, and this is still, I can't read that unless it says
That
Christmas.
says, yeah, it says Christmas, yeah.
Christmas. So it's the end of the year. So it's I think that's settles these things.
So this is the house.
Yes.
This is the house.
Yes.
Where did you spend the most time
Oh.
in the house?
In the middle of the front. If you consider simply the front room downstairs, one's not expecting it to be the grand saloon, anything like this. But you can see that there are, or were, certain great events in their time to make it like that.
And what was the favourite part of your house?
I think it's the whole thing as a piece, darling. August. It's really the end of 1999. One says Pigeon's Peace as its title, and it was a building that was built at the top end of a piece of, I suppose. I think if people say can you guess which dates these move away from the dates, but these are actually the history of the date at its finish in August 1999, I think. So then this one up here probably says, I don't know, it may say 000. Yeah. one way or the other, because this is still the house.
Lovely house.
But I'm not quite relating it to quoting the wrong date. No, I don't. I'm not able to.
It's lovely to explore those photos, Barbara. It's an absolutely beautiful place, beautifully captured, great photos. Now, as Alex and I both studied photography at university.
And
We're both
I pointed just.
we're both students at university.
Uh-huh.
You've got to go to lunch soon, but I thought we'd have a little bit extra fun before we go to lunch.
Very good.
We're both students of photography, and we admire greatly the photographs that you and Granny have taken, because we looked through an album yesterday with you, and we've looked through this one today as well. And it's obvious that you and Granny have both taken lots of photos, and they're very, very, very pretty, especially Horseshoe House, not without reason. And we're both students of photography, and I thought you would like to have a look at the camera that you've kindly invested in, I have to say. It's very generous of you. Please go away and...
Is this now made and paid for? And
All of that, yes. Very generously.
Well, I hope it didn't. I hope it wasn't actually putting it to an extreme.
No, of course not. It hasn't taken it to an extreme, but it's expensive. Now, do you want to look through it?
Yes, I do.
If you
Nice scan.
we'll take it with us. Now, do you want to hold it up to your eye? If you look in there, that's it.
Yes, I can.
Can you
Oh,
see me?
Baba.
Yes, I can
You
see you
see-
waving. Yes,
yeah,
I
okay.
And I can see yes, you've got your thumbs up and your mouth indicating that you're really having a grin to yourself.
Look at me again.
And actually, you're in the picture. Oh, you've got the pictures in the back.
Look at me.
Take it. Oh, excuse me, I've lost the place. Yeah.
Can you see Alex there? There's another
yes,
one.
Yes.
There we go. Look, hang on. Just take another one of me. Look through there again. Through there.
Through there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely, Tim.
Press this button down.
Yes.
That's it. Do you want to do it again?
No, does that take the photograph?
That takes the photograph. Yeah. So
Okay.
so if you look at the camera, that's the button you've got to press. So if you have your finger on that, so if you get your hand around it,
Yes.
and then you put
If I put my hand.
if you put your hand on it. Hello.
Hi.
You were coming picking up for lunch. Is that right?
No, I was going to come see if you want any paracetamol. Got any pain and suffering?
No, my health. No, it's actually.
Is it all right?
No, I've never been more tired in my life.
Well, I am going to sleep. That's the only thing I can recommend for that.
Well, it's the concentration of saying that really he's been heavy work.
All right. What are you doing with that?
Actually,
He's playing with my camera. Is he allowed to do that?
I don't know. You might drop it.
no,
Oh, he might drop
I'll
it,
throw
but that's my
I'll throw it
risk.
at you.
Yeah, that too.
What's this then?
It's a scanner.
Scanner.
Alex and I are photography students, and we
Oh,
thought we'd
right.
come and pay a visit to my grandfather, and so he very kindly has invested in my camera
Oh, is it?
at many stages, and it's only fair that he gets to fiddle with
Well,
it.
absolutely.
So we were
Fiddle to your
Well,
heart's content.
Yeah.
I think we ought to take one photograph, darling.
Oh, of course. Actually, that's a very good idea. Would you mind taking a photograph of the three of
Good
us?
idea. Tell me what to click.
no,
and
Yes.
Half a tick, chaps. I want you
How are we going to arrange this?
all to be in it. Actually, you ought.
No, I ought not to be in it at all.
Um,
Actually, Ian.
If we,
No,
could
no.
I give you this?
Yes.
All you have to do is press that button and then that one. So this one, if you have your thumb on that.
Right.
it's
That
very
top, that
complicated.
top one focuses it.
Yeah. So that's the focus. That's
Yeah.
the focuser, and then you press that to take the shutter, and then it will do the rest for you.
Smart,
So
that's me.
yeah. So
Oh,
if
I'm
we,
not looking. Oh, I'm not
if
looking.
you look in there, yeah,
I stepped on the thing.
Get off it. Do you know what that is?
yeah. So if you,
Oh,
It should come up on screen.
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
oh, there you
Okay,
are. Oh,
darling.
wonderful.
so if we take,
Right, where am I going to
you
go?
sit there. If you can photograph from over there,
Send
then
me
you
in the
go.
loo, why don't you?
Yeah,
That's
that's
a bit
right.
far away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we all in?
You're not focused though. What was focusing?
Focus was this button up.
This one here.
No,
Yeah,
I-
that one there, and then that's the shutter. Yeah.
Alright.
Are you ready, Barbara? Big smile at the camera.
I was wondering whether you would want to take a photograph.
Oh well, I'd like to be in it, Barbara.
That's
I want
what
to be
I
in it
thought.
with you.
That's why
It's
I've
blurry as anything.
I've had to
Do
withdraw.
it again.
You got to hold it down. That's
Oh, well, that's why. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, okay.
You look as though you're half cut there, so I might tell you. Oh, well, I'm sure that's just beautiful. There's a lot of background and stuff
That's okay.
interfering with it.
Brilliant. That's
Okay.
great. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
So no
Well-
paracetamol then?
No paracetamol then. Thank you.
Well,
Well, would you like a go at taking a photograph yourself?
I'd love to, but I don't think that I should be doing it more than.
I'll do it first.
Do you want me to take a photo of you two?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a very good suggestion. You're
Just
a lovely guest to have.
set it on aperture priority. No.
Yes.
Looking at the camera, Barbara.
Ready?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Your face is lovely.
Do you want one
in
as well?
that one. It's actually it's just the paper.
Mm.
It does give it cuts off where your chin,
Oh, yeah,
chin
yeah.
cuts off,
Yeah.
and that it's rather nice.
Thank you. That's a compliment.
You know what photographers are like.
No, I don't.
Well, do you want one last go? Do you want one last go with it? Do you want to go have a go?
Yes, I think I had better, darling.
Yeah.
Uh,
So if you can take a photograph of me and Alex if you want. So if you get your eye, look through here.
yes, look through the eye of that.
Look.
Would it not be easier?
I
for
can
this
see.
one?
Oh yeah, I can.
Oh yeah.
I can see. I can see all the way in it, darling.
He's there. Okay. So
So
if I Alex, do you want to stand up for me? Look at Alex for me. Oh, I'm just gonna squeeze in here. Okay, now look through the camera and I want you to press this button for me.
yes, press.
Get your-
Wait a minute.
Okay, press your index finger, that finger. Once I'm over here.
When once you're there,
Yeah, I'm here. So do you know which button to press?
yes, it's this one.
Yep. Okay. Look through and press the button.
I'd like to ask you, Tim, but no, what is your name? Forgive me.
Eddie.
Eddie, I can't really say whether it's absolutely
In focus.
in focus.
It will be in focus. I've set it for you.
No, it's
Oh
alright.
well, and if you're, I'll now be very careful.
Alright.
Where is that little thing that I'm going to be pressing?
This thing you're going to press here.
This.
If I put your finger on it, there.
I
That
see,
one. Okay.
I see. Yes.
That's in place. So if you put it up against look through again.
yes.
That's it. Now are you ready to press the button?
Ye-
Press the
well,
button. Press it down hard. That's it.
Hey.
He's done it. One more.
One
Oh,
more.
okay.
One
Brilliant.
more. Would you like to? Would you like to have one more?
No, it's
Whereby
okay.
you
I
come
think
round
you
so
got
that he has.
You got it. You got
No,
it.
you come and do it. You'll know how to do it, if you
Yeah.
see what I mean. But I'd like you to do one each for the other.
We've got to get you to
we-
lunch.
yeah,
We've got to get you to lunch, Baba.
Oh,
It's lunchtime, I think.
is it?
Yeah.
Golly.
So I'm just gonna go and get one of the carers to come help get you up.
Oh, super.
And we'll take you to lunch. But Baba, it's lovely to see you.
Well, it's lovely to see you. You know what your parents are, and how you feel about your parents.
How do I feel about my parents?
I'm sure you feel closely about your parents.
Yeah, I know, yeah, I love my parents.
No, that sort of thing. Pardon me, excuse me.
No, that's okay. Happens to me as well. Yeah, I know.
Anyway, one way or the other, I hope a friendship of yours is there
Definitely.
for life.
Definitely. Thank you
And,
so much.
You know, it's a marvellous thing to be said to you, even although you are not yet.
Don't want to be solely
As
Don't think you'd rather not have that.
as caught up.
Baba, we're
And they're not caught up on that.
Mm.
Oh yes, I do think we have.
it's time for lunch.
Well, I do think we got. This is a chance to have. Should I say no? She's going to have her lunch now.
Alright, are you ready then?
Mm.
Are you ready for lunch?
I'm nearly ready for it. I think. Yeah, no, I've been a bit.
Busy?
Yes.
You had a busy morning?
Yes, but a delightful one will never.
It's been lovely to see you, Baba. Many happy memories. Revisited.
Yes, I mean I've a parent and a cousin and a close friend and helper.
Yeah. You
They're-
ready? Do you want to come with me?
You ready? Let's get you to lunch.
It's roast
No.
chicken.
You ready? You
Here, I'll get your stick.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2.
Sorry.
You'll get
That's
into
all right,
it, don't
okay.
worry.
You'll need
Push
two.
yourself up, look.
Maybe the carer should do
Oh,
that.
yeah. Put your hand on here. Push
Oh,
yourself up.
you were doing it on the lead.
Yeah, come on. Let's go. Hold this hand, and then I'll help you here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you weigh a ton.
Still,
You weigh a
does.
ton.
Do you want some help?
It's all right. He'll get
No,
there.
it's
He just gets
no, it's
tired,
because
don't you?
well, it's because it's her. It's
That's not hurting.
no,
You're not
it wasn't with the weight that I was.
Maybe if we put this down, put your hand on
it went
here,
through.
put your hand on here and here,
Yes.
and then push yourself up.
Yes, I'll do
Sound,
my
make it
best.
sound easy. That's
I'll
it.
do
Now
my-
push.
I'll do-
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Right.
That's it. That's how we do it.
Good stuff. Well done,
Alright.
Barbara.
I scrum
Cheers.
down and I
Scrum down, that's exactly the words.
Here's
Stand
your
up
stick.
straight for us. That's
Oh,
it.
Yes,
And here's your stick.
we've got a very
And take my
we've got a
hand.
very tall. Oh,
That's it. That's it. We're off.
so, actually, don't
Nice
take
big
all the pressure.
After you, sir.
No, come together. So if we get to here,
That's it.
we might come to a point where we say we'll take it here. You see. Anyway,
Blank sound.
it would be nice to be taken on the doorway.
Yep, I agree. Definitely.
So,
There we are. And if we go on this side, remember you can hold on to that.
yes. Anyway,
Okay.
one way or the other. Let's try and get this through gently.
Oh, you're going this way, Barbara.
Yes.
Keep going that way.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well,
Ian, come hold on to this. Look, over here. Come here.
yes,
That's
good.
it. And then that makes you steady. Yeah, and I'll go the other side. Are you ready? Got it. Smile you up. Keep your name.